Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Two Broke Guys and a Stack of Comics. We just got back from San Diego Comic-Con. It was a big vacation. Nah, we're lying. But but no, we've been we've been doing what we do. We've still been reading comics and yeah, so we're ready to talk some. You want to go over what you bought this week?
Yeah. Let me see what I got.
Oh, let's quick. You can check me out at Mystery Vlog on Twitter, and you can check Doomfly on. Is it still Twitter on Panda One?
Panda Red One, yeah. Panda Red One, all one word.
Panda Red One. There we go.
Still on there. So I got 5 books this week. I picked Cal, issue 3.
You must be liking it, issue 3.
I mean, it's alright. The first 2 issues wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still sticking with it. They weren't bad. I'm liking it. As soon as it dropped the ball, I'm gone. But they doing good right now. I picked out Hawkeye, issue 19.
Ooh. You been on Hawkeye the whole time?
No, I jumped off a little bit. I read most of it, and then when they started focusing more on Kate Bishop, which I don't have no problem with her character, but I just wasn't really, I wasn't interested in that. That's not what I was reading this shit for.
Yeah.
I wanted to focus on Clint. So, I don't know what's up with this book. Like, it's not coming out when it's supposed to be. I don't know if he had a direction that he wanted to go when he first started. I don't think he really thought that this was going to blow up the way it did. And then, like, when everybody jumped on it and it got real popular, I think he was like, I don't know. I don't even know where the fuck I'm going with this story.
Maybe they were pushing him to go a certain way, and he didn't want to. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, because when the story was going on, it just switched gears and started focusing on Kate, and there was a lot of questions and things going on with Clint that they weren't, you know what I mean? They didn't answer or nothing like that. So I was like, I didn't want to read it, but it's been a while since the issue came out, and so I picked it up. So I haven't read it in a while, so I was like, fuck it. And the shit was $3.99 too. Like I remember this book being $2.99.
Oh, it's the markup.
Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, Outcast issue 2.
Oh.
Yeah, I like this.
Outcast 1's selling for like $20 right now on eBay.
Oh, that's crazy.
It already got optioned for a
show?
A pilot or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
It's got Kirk.
I don't know. It's not bad, though. This shit, it's good. The artwork is really, really strong in here. I like the artwork a lot. The finale, issue 10 of 10.
It's the finale.
Yeah, it's over. So
I might have to pick that up and trade.
I might have to read the whole in one sitting.
Then you gotta tell me if it's worth buying and trade.
Yeah, definitely. But I got so much shit I'm reading right now, man. I don't know, man.
I know. It's hard to keep up. It's like a battle.
Yeah, it's rough. Especially when you got like a thick ass trade or some shit you're trying to read. Like, oh my god. And I got East or West, issue 14.
Hitting that big hitter.
And this is another one that I want to sit down and read them all back to back to get a full understanding of where we're at right now. But it's one of my favorite titles from Image, so that's it for me.
Like, his books are like, you got to.
You got to sit down and read them all at once, right?
Yeah, it's going to take a whole day.
Yeah.
I
was doing that at first with East or West, like when they were like at issue 8 or 9. Every time an issue came out, I'll go back and read them all at once. But now they're getting kind of deep. It's hard to go back and read them all 14 issues like that.
Well, you got to think. A lot of these Image books go on for like 30, 40 issues, and then they end.
Right.
Like Fatale just hit its finale, so I'm waiting for that last trade, and then I'll probably, before I read that last trade, I'll probably read all of it over,
Yeah.
But
Fatale's good, too.
Yeah.
shit's good. That's all I got, though, man.
That's a good list, though.
Yeah, it's a nice little light week.
I got 4 books, and first one is New Avengers number 21. Check this cover out. You know some stuff's going down with that.
Who is that?
It's a mystery. I've already read it, but should I give it away?
Who is that?
This is Namor.
Oh, shit.
Like, this is the book where it's like the heroes are doing stuff that they normally wouldn't morally do. Namor just set that shit off like the presidents.
I love Namor, man.
I don't like Namor.
I love Namor, man.
He's like, I don't know. He's just an asshole all the time.
Yeah, that's why I love him.
You know, he's good. Avengers 33. He's a good character though. This one is this one showcases Cap. I already read this one. It's pretty good too. And like it finishes, and you're like, what's gonna go next?
You read all your books already.
I read half of them.
Wow.
Oh wait. And then I bought 2 Harley Quinns. They had the variant there, and it was only $6, so I grabbed it. The variant's this one,
Harley Quinn,
number 8. I haven't read this one though. They said it's pretty good. Like, it's the conclusion to the first story arc. So
that book is fun. I heard.
Yep. We'll see how it ends. Like, that might be where I jump off if it's not good or whatever. But everybody says it's good, so we'll see. And then I got Remender's Low, number 1. It kind of reminds me of the Black Science cover, but I looked inside and the artwork is real nice, so I can't wait to check it out. I'm not, you know, I might read it again, but I didn't think that Black Science was just my cup of tea or anything like that, so I might not, like, keep on that.
Yeah, Black Science, man, that shit is crazy.
I mean, it's not bad, but I'm not going to say it's bad, but, like, it wasn't my favorite of Remender's stuff, is all.
Right.
So I can't read.
Not like that Deadly Class.
Oh, I can't wait to read Deadly Class.
Yeah, it's not like that, I tell you that.
Alright, so let's talk about some stories, though. You want to talk about Afterlife with Archie?
Yeah, go for it. That shit was good.
Yeah, so did it wait a month and then come out? This was like an extra month wait, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think they took a little break off that because the trade came out, and then after that, then this came out.
This stuff has some Cthulhu stuff, and like it's just weird. You don't know what's going on, and Sabrina is just in this weird school or something, and you don't know what the hell is going on. But by the end, you're even more confused. Like, I don't know what is going on, but I like it, you know. It's just, yeah, she can't use her magic at all. And I mean, this last final page, like that's some shit that like you would hang up on your wall or something, you know.
Yeah, that shit is nice. That shit was nice.
And to describe it to you guys, it's like a big tentacled, winged monster claw sort of looking dude, and you got Sabrina being like sacrificed to be the bride of it. It's just crazy.
That shit's crazy.
It's just crazy. Like, I need to read it again. It was so good.
Yeah, I read that shit twice.
I only read it once, but that's because I'm trying to read through Guardians of the Galaxy for the movie or whatever.
That Sabrina, man, it felt creepy to me the way that they were like she would look at the nurse and it'd be like a spooky looking little face, and then she'll look back again and it'll be like a normal face. Or when she was on a boat with her boyfriend, Harvey, and then she looked at the guy driving a boat and he was all creepy, and he looked back and I read it at nighttime too. It was creepy. I think it was a creepy story.
I like it though. Like, this is a book that I'll get both the variant and the regular cover just because it's the same price, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I like the book that much. Like, Avengers, I'm not going to be trying to get like 15 covers that are all like $20 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
This one, they pop out 2 of them, you know, or something, and they're both like $3. It's like, I'll indulge, you know, I'll do all that and just, you know, grab them up.
I like the way they went. I like the way that they went back to Sabrina though, because when I was reading Afterlife with Archie, like around issue 3 or 2 or 3, I was like, yeah, what's up with Sabrina? But by the time we got to like issue 5, I forgot all about Sabrina.
Yeah.
So then when they came back with it now, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot she did get in trouble. You know what I mean? And so it was good the way they brought it back to that.
Yeah, and I thought, when I first started reading, I don't know why, but I thought this was like telling how she brought back the dog or something like that. And I was like, we've already seen that.
Right.
But like, I thought it was a prequel. And I believe this is not a one-shot, or this is a one-shot story. So like, I hope what happens is they'll tell 5 stories, then tell like the Sabrina story, then do like 5 more stories, and then do a Sabrina story, just to like, you know, like fill you in on what's going on.
Or even if, like, let's say, like, when we get back into the main story next issue, let's say, like, a couple of characters have to split up or something. So then when we get to the end of the arc, they could do the one shot on those characters that end up splitting up, so we could see like what's going on with them, and then keep branching off. You know what I'm saying? And just keep world building on the zombie Riverdale.
Well, I mean, and what's awesome about this, you know, is you're building some sort of continuity, and you know, nothing against like their main title or whatever, but like it's like that sort of stuff where like the episode happens or whatever, the comic book happens, and it sort of resets afterwards, you know, like Family Guy or something, you know, it's always the same when it starts out, like this, it's just a continuous story or whatever,
right?
But
well, the name of the arc is Betty R.I.P. So, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, whoa, is Betty going to get it? Like, if they kill Betty off, then they're really, really not playing any games in this title. Betty's top-notch character.
Yeah, she's like one half of the love affair, or 1/3.
Yeah, she's top-notch. Like, I mean, Jughead was going quick.
I know.
You know what I mean? I was like, damn, we didn't even get no kind of Jughead action out of here.
Oh, man. Did you happen to get that Alex Ross Jughead book?
What, the
Alex Ross one?
You talking about the Life with Archie, the death?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one. I got that one.
I was going to ask you because they have it at my shop, and I was like, man, if you don't have it, I'll pick that up and mail it to you, because I know I know how you love Jughead. You know, I mean,
yeah, Jughead's my guy, man. Jughead's my guy, man. Like that cover looks crazy.
I know. Like to see those guys in like a realistic manner.
Yeah. But Archie is killing it right now.
Yeah. What would you rank it like?
Oh, Afterlife with Archie, number 6 issue.
Yeah.
Out of what? How many stars?
I've been doing it by like grade or whatever, like A, B, C.
Oh, like grade, like in class.
Yeah. I would say like an A. Like it's an A.
Yeah. Well, artwork is A plus.
Stories A plus.
I think stories A plus, man. Like that shit was good.
Like I don't know what was exactly like I followed the story, but I don't really understand what's going on. I don't think you were supposed to understand what's going on.
I think that she got cast away by her aunts.
Yeah.
And she's just basically getting punished for bringing Hot Dog back to life. She's getting punished. And then she asked about, you know, what about my friends at Riverdale? And the guy was like, they're already dead. Like, I
think he's lying to her there, though.
Yeah, well, he probably figures they're dead because the zombie thing, so he probably's like, they're dead, they're not going to make it. There's, you know, he probably just assumed, like, already, like, they're not going to make it, they're dead. Even if they're not dead already, like, he knows they're going to die eventually. So he's like, they're dead, don't even worry about them.
Well, I think there is something bigger going on, though, at the same time, because why is this zombie apocalypse going on and then this, like, big creature coming out of the, like... Because they keep talking about how she released him or whatever, and it's like...
Yeah, but I think they're, like, in, like, another dimension, like... They're witches, so I think they're, like, in a whole, like,
yeah, no doubt.
a whole nother realm or whatever, like... She released this beast Toodaloo and like a whole nother, whole nother type of thing. And then in our dimension, the zombie shit is going on. Because the sisters, the aunts casted her away. So she's not in Riverdale. Like, she's casted away to
wherever the hell that is.
Yeah, her punishment place is at or whatever. When I first started reading it, I was confused at first because it just jumped into her dialogue like she was already talking before we opened the books. Like, it's like you open a book and you got into the middle of her thoughts. Like, she's already thinking to herself. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, what's going on here? Because it keeps jumping to different things. Like, she's in a nurse's office. She was just on a boat with her boyfriend. You know what I mean? It just kept jumping around. I think they're, like, playing with her mind. They're, like, playing with her psychosis and all that. Like, they're fucking with her.
Yeah.
Like, as a punishment and shit.
Well, and they're giving her some sort of magic blocker, too, because they announced that during the story. But
there was that guy in the story that told her, like, you're the best chance. You got the best opportunity to get out of here. Because she's a witch. So hopefully she gets her powers back and she gets up out of there and go back and help Archie and them.
Yeah, definitely.
But the second story, the Sabrina series, the little preview they gave us, I like that shit too.
I know. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, that shit was alright. I was like, oh, this shit's pretty good.
Like, I think it's fun. I think it's interesting. Like, I'm more into, like, checking out, like, just different stories now than just superhero. Like, I got my Batman. I only need one Batman. I mean, you don't need more than one Batman book, do you?
Yeah, that's all you need.
I mean, if that's your thing, I'm not looking down on you, but I mean, there's like 90 or 75 years worth of Batman stories. I mean, I don't need new ones, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like,
it is what it is.
Yeah, like with Spider-Man, I read Learning to Crawl, I read Amazing, I read Ultimate, I read 2099 now. They will have like a Spider-Woman coming out.
Oh yeah.
I'm reading all. Yeah, so I can't really say that because I know people like Batman like that and they'll read like all the Bat books. So, but I'm at the point now that if I'm gonna invest into Spider-Man's books, that I'm not going to be able to invest in
other books,
the other superheroes' books. I gotta pick a team, a hero, or something, and follow that person. And then every now and then I'll dip and dab. Like I'll grab Storm #1, Rocket Raccoon. You know what I mean? I'll grab a couple here and there if I have a light week. But
well, and it's what you want to do. It's like, what do you want to buy? What do you want to read? What do you want to keep? You only have so much room. You only have so much money. You only have so much time to read this stuff. What do you want to do? And it's different for everybody. If you just want to read Batman, well, there's enough Batman shit out there. You can not read. You can read Batman forever.
Right. See, I get tired of that. So that's my thing. Like, I can't.
I like too much stuff. I like too much stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can read different type of Batman stories as well. All right, so we got Batman now. It's the finale of Zero Year. And, yeah, I thought it was pretty good. What'd you think?
I think it was good.
Again, like, I don't like riddles, so, like, my least favorite part is when he's, like, in the laser beams trying to answer the riddles, like...
Yeah, I thought he was going to go through 12 riddles. I was going to say, yo, come on. Like, I know we're not going through 12 riddles here. I'm happy Batman cut that shit short.
Yeah. I was glad he figured it out, yeah. And the penny. They made it nostalgic, with the old stories by putting the penny in there, the big penny.
It's the second time we saw the penny in this series, right? Didn't we see the beginning?
In the 0 year?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Did we even find out how he got the penny?
No.
Because there's different continuities on how he got the penny, or whatever, so...
Well, it's a new 52 continuity now.
Yeah. It was pretty cool how he, I thought there was some, meaning in there how, he sacrificed himself for the city. He didn't die, of course, but,
Right.
like he would have died for the city to save it, sort of.
Right.
I thought there was some good meaning in there. The artwork, is superb.
Yes.
Then you get this page right here. I forgot all about this, but a double splash page of just black with words.
Yeah.
I'm sure Greg was happy about that.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yes.
Because he puts so much detail into everything, and he always says how he hates cities, drawing cities. But you wouldn't know that from looking at his stuff.
My favorite part was the part where Alfred, when a chick came to see Bruce from his past,
Yeah.
and Alfred started thinking about if Bruce, married this chick and had kids and got older and settled down, you know what I mean? And then he turns and looks and Bruce is gone, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, he's already spoken for." I like that part.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, I don't know about you, but I always thought, they always, at least when you're watching, the movies and stuff, they always have a love interest for Batman. And you assume that he's going to marry him, but, off camera, they're always gone by the next movie. And it's well, what disagreement, made them split up? Was it Batman or, what was going on?
I think Bruce he's a playboy, man. I don't think he can settle down, man. I think he loves women, different women. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's ready to settle down.
That is true, because you gotta, think about this, he's always got a soft spot for Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
He has a kid with Tiala. He's just, there's a lot of women in his life.
Yeah, he's a playboy, man. He's a DC playboy.
Superman.
It was all right, though.
Yeah, it was a good book, though.
Yeah, it was all right. I don't know what's going on, though, because now, are they going to, tie this shit into Batman Eternal now? What's going to happen?
I think Batman Eternal is supposed to, do some of the groundwork for the stuff they're doing now. But, I don't know. It's going to be back into the regular time period or whatever. So it's going to be. I think it's going to be better. Not to say better, but this 0 year was a retelling, a nostalgic type of atmosphere story, and I think it drug on for a lot of people. I'm not sure. I don't want to speak for anybody.
But we got the little tease in one of the issues when Catwoman, when she was running the show and all that, Batman was with Harper. Remember the little tease they gave us?
Oh, the Eternal story or whatever?
Yeah, and then Batman Eternal came out. So now we're getting back to the regular story. You know what I'm saying? Is it going to tie into that? Is it going to is it going to come in? I don't know. What's going to
I think stuff like that is going to enhance your Batman reading if you're reading that, which I'm going to read it as one trade or whatever, they put it out as probably 2 years from now or something. But you know what I mean? I don't think that it's going to be essential to read.
I know. But I wonder if they're going to have their own. Is it going to be another separate story, or is it going to be like Batman Eternal aside? You know, the main. This is what Batman is doing. You know, between issues of Batman Eternal or something like that. I wonder.
Well, I've been watching some of Sleepy Reader's Eternal videos, and like he's been saying that it's good first off, and that they're like kind of broken up stories because they got a different writer each issue. It's not like 52. The series 52 would have stories broken up in each issue, so like each issue had multiple writers and stuff like this. This one's like a certain artist, a certain writer, and, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, so, like, Scott Snyder's only doing, like, every 4th issue or 6th issue or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it can't be too much like what you're dreading or what.
Right, yeah, I was like, that's... I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see what's going on, though. Like, my favorite thing, though, is just Greg's artwork, though. I mean, it's just so phenomenal. I think it has dropped in, like, interest from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from, like, number 1 through, like, whatever it is. Probably through, like, Death of the Family. But, like, it's still, like, better than a lot of the titles.
Yeah. It is.
I don't know. If it keeps going the way it's going, though, I might lose more interest. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're going to pick it up after this. They drug this. It was a long arc. I think they're going to pick it up.
Well, and I would like to read it again just to see how it goes as one fluid thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it helped, like, one issue of, like, breaking it up either. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that one Eternal issue. I don't know if that was really, like, the greatest thing.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. I didn't like that at all.
Because it's like I'm not buying into that thing, you know. So
yeah, they try to force that on people. I felt like,
yeah,
like you're going to read it, even if you don't want to read it, you're going to read it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to read it.
I don't want to read it.
Yes, you got no choice. This is the next issue.
Yeah. All right. So what would we grade this? Like,
as an issue, we got to grade as an issue, right?
Yeah.
I give it a solid.
Say a B.
Yeah, I give it a B plus.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not like I wouldn't say it's must read. Like that Archie was must read. I thought that stuff was
For Afterlife with Archie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was great.
But this Batman was a B. I think a solid B. There was some stuff I didn't like about it, and there was some stuff that I really liked about it. But
I was happier with this ending than I was with Death of the Family ending.
I thought the Death of the Family ending. Yeah, I mean, like, it was interesting. But yeah, I would agree. This ending was better.
That's just me, though. Death of the Family ending wasn't bad, but I just like this ending better. It felt more like a ending. Like Death of the Family ending, it didn't feel like an ending. It was like, oh, okay, so the Joker can come back, or is he dead? Like, you know what I mean? It didn't feel like an ending to me. Like, all right, we're probably going to come back to this story again in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd agree. All right, so go pick up Batman if you like Batman. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
I enjoy Superman, man. I'm loving that shit right now. That shit is good.
That's funny.
I just run down my books real fast. Storm. Storm was okay. It felt like it was a one-off story. Like it didn't have no, like, you know, continuation of the story. It had an ending. Mm-hmm. I didn't really like the art too much, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah, that's about it. Those are the highlights. Savage Dragon, that shit was phenomenal. And that's it, man. That's pretty much my highlights. The books I read last week.
Beautiful. I think I can't remember all the books. I think it's all these, but you got the Batman. This was all right.
Yeah, I didn't read that yet.
He-Man, man, this book, He-Man 15. This is part 2 of the T'Challa story, and they are fighting all these monsters. And I remember this being, I don't remember exactly what happens at the moment, but I know the artwork is phenomenal, and it's just like they're fighting this Horak, and just like look at this page right here. They're in this battle with Horak and the city, and really she sees how powerful, she believes that there's no way that anybody can beat Horak, and she sees how powerful her brother is, because he's like the king, the like god sort of character now, or I don't know if he's really a god, but, and it's, I think she's more into like being, she seemed like down, like she didn't want to be alive anymore, and now she seems more alive now that she sees her brother as a badass, and and the world might go on. So like, I mean, it's just a great story, I think, and you got a badass cover, like.
Sounds interesting.
Like,
it does. It sounds crazy.
Like, I would say, like, I mean, it's the same guy that writes the Guardians of the Galaxy series that the movie is based off of. Mr. Abnett is the guy that writes it, and I mean, it's good. I'm gonna stick with it till they cancel it or whatever, because I mean, they're killing it. And
I seen the trade of that. I'll probably pick it up.
Nobody's reading it, I guess. So,
No, there's some people out there reading it. I know some people out there reading that.
I looked it up because I never see anybody talking about it, and it's like, I think it's like 12,000 people or something like that is reading it.
What's his name talks about it? Pete from Pete's Basement.
Oh, okay.
He loves that shit.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, like, it's not your, like, He-Man that you read, that you watch the 80s cartoon, it's not cheesy like that or campy.
Right.
This is like you're 30 years old and you used to watch He-Man as a kid, and now you got this comic book that you can read and enjoy, or whatever, takes you back.
Right.
But
I'll probably pick the trade up. I saw the trade. I might get it.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I mean, they got a whole bunch of them, because I know the DC versus He-Man is coming out soon, which that one was all right. Like, it wasn't the best. And all 15 issues of this series are good, and there's a 5-issue miniseries that was before this. Like, they tested it out, and then they're like, okay, this is going to sell good enough, so we'll do this series.
I remember that 5-issue miniseries. I didn't jump on that, but I heard that the 5-issue miniseries is better than this one.
Is better? It was all right. Like, what was so bad about the 5-issue mini is, like, you were waiting for him.
Orko was evil in that, right?
Yeah, and you were waiting.
That sounds right to me. I like that.
You were waiting for him to become He-Man the entire series, and that didn't happen until the very, very end. So, like.
Right.
So, like, you're just like, at the end, you're like, okay, it happened, and then you're like, what's next? Because you knew they were going to make more books.
Right,
so,
right.
Like that, I mean, that's the only downfall of it was, it was a really good story, and then by the end, you're like, okay, what's next? And then it came into this, it's going really good.
Right.
And you want to see more. And you just hope it keeps going. That's about it.
No, the idea of the evil Orko, man, is just I like that.
That's concluded in the DC versus He-Man.
Yeah, I like that idea.
It was a pretty cool. That one wasn't my favorite, and it's one of those series where you really like when you read it, but when you try to tell somebody about what's going on, it sounds retarded.
That's most comic books for some reason. I was trying to explain to somebody, and you'd be like, I sound like a fucking idiot right now explaining this.
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, it is what it is. And I like it. You know, it's good. So.
That's good. That's good.
All right, well, we got about 3 minutes of memory left, so we're going to have to wrap this up.
Yeah, that's good, because I got to go do some things anyway.
All right, so, yeah, we've had a good time talking comics. We'll try to get back next week with another episode, talking some more comics. You know, we got a fat stack right here of broke guys reading some comic books. And, yeah, we can't wait to talk some more comics, and hopefully you guys come back next week. So, if you made it this far, you know, we're truly grateful, and, yeah, that's about it. So, you know, check you guys later.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.